Hey guys, and welcome to Knit. Today we're going to go over how to make this really cute Amigurumi frog pattern. I made two of them. I think I like how this one came out more as far as color, but I couldn't find this one's color, otherwise I would have just made two of this color. Basically, I had this entire ebook lined up called Amigurumi, which is a play on words of Amigurumi. And I had them listed on there for like, I think $2 a piece per pattern, but I decided recently that they're really simple patterns and I'd rather post them for free and actually make videos of them so that they could be like little cute amigurumi guys. At the end of the series, once I get it all sorted, I'm actually going to be donating all of them to something called Comfort Cases, which is an organization which actually makes like backpacks for children in the foster care system so that they can actually have something that's concrete in their own. And I figured, I actually emailed the people that run it a while back and they said that they'd absolutely love some cute little cuddly crocheted creatures. I'm going to post that down below if you're interested in donating to that as well. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So I'm going to donate all of them. Hopefully I'm going to get like up to 50 of them. I'm making 2 per video basically, and I'm gonna put them all in this nice big box and just gonna mail it out eventually. Alright, let's get started. For this project you will need 2 button eyes. You're also going to need worsted weight yarn in whatever color you choose. I chose 2 different colors of green because I thought it would be fun to show the different versions of green and what they can make the frog look like. So for the one that I'm going to be doing it in this nice deep fern green. I'm using Vanna's Choice. I believe this is like it's called Dusty Green. It says so right there. And you're also going to need a size J or a 6mm crochet hook. I'm using a Susan Bates metal hook. Also, you're going to need some polyfill. It's a pretty easy project. Let's get started. So to start, we're going to work on making the body of our frog. So what we're making right here is this part of our frog. The way that I do that, and notice that my ball of yarn is no longer skidding around everywhere. I found a little owl bowl. I've had them forever, I just never use them, and I'm tired of my balls always just rolling everywhere. Personal problems, but still, I'm tired of them rolling around everywhere and distracting from the video, so I put them in a little owl bowl. To start, you're going to want to make a slip knot. So the way that I do that is I go with my one guy over, and then I pull it through. I then put it on my hook, and then I chain 2. So 1, 2. I'm making my magical ring. This is how I do magical rings. And the way that I do it is I'm going to skip my first chain from my hook, and then I go back into the original chain. So this is your chain 1, this is your chain 2. You're going to want to go into your chain 1 and place 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, which apparently I made a really small tail, but whatever, I'll make it work. I then take my tail and I pull it tight, closing up my magical ring. So now it's nice and taut and not everywhere. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, you're going to want to increase, so putting 2 single crochets in each one of these 6 single crochet, expanding up to 12 stitches basically. So here is our first stitch. You go in, you do your single crochet. I only go through the front stitches, by the way, because I like to be able to back post single crochet as an option if I want to, but I'm going through the front stitch only, and I'm going to go back into that stitch, wrap, and then pull through. So I put 2 stitches, 1, 2, inside of that. You can tell 1, 2. This is your first, this is your second. Then you do the same thing all the way around until you get to 12 stitches. So here is 3, back in, 4, go in, 5, back into the 3rd stitch, 6, go into the 4th stitch and go 7, go back into the 4th stitch, 8, 5th stitch, 9, back in, 10, final stitch, 11, back in, 12. So there's 12 stitches in each one of those. I again pull my tail a little bit more because sometimes it loosens up a little bit. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the way that I make my body basically is that I keep doing my increases all the way around, doing 6 increases every single round. So this next round, round 2, is going to be single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, all the way around until you're at 18 stitches, because you increase 6 stitches. Then you're going to single crochet 2, increase, single crochet 2, increase. So then you're gonna single crochet 1, single crochet 1, increase. That's the way that I do it. So here, I put my tail through my stitch here so I can tell where my end is. I'm trying to get more in shot. There we go. And then I go 1 in this stitch, and then I put 2 stitches in the next stitch. 1, go back into the same stitch, 2. Single crochet 1 into this stitch, and then you do single crochet 1, go back into that stitch, single crochet 1, and so forth until you get to the end of this round. Single crochet 2, increase 1. Look at that, it didn't roll everywhere. 2, single crochet 1, 2, and then I should be at the last one, single crochet 1, 2, because I'm at my tail again. So let me count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Look at that. So then I kind of loosen up a little bit, take my tail out from the last row, and put it back into the 18th stitch of this row. So here, just as I explained before, we're going to single crochet 1, single crochet 1, increase on the 3rd stitch. 1, 1, increase, 1, 1, increase, 1, 1, increase, until we get to 24 stitches. We are increasing 6 stitches every single time, and we're going to keep doing that until we get to 42 stitches. That should be around round 7. I can also put a little blurb here, and that will tell you what your pattern is for the body. I'm going to try to do that for all of them from here on out. I've been bad about that in the past with my videos, and I'm going to try to be better about it. Just going to try. So, here you do single crochet 1, single crochet 1, and then this is the round that you increase, so 1, add another 1 to that stitch. And it's been a really long time since I've posted videos, so I'm sorry if this is not as good as previous videos. I've been an art director at camp, and then I've lost a lot of my ability to actually make videos because my nails were actually looked like zombie nails for a while because I decided to tie-dye, and it was completely nasty. I had zombie nails. I'm going to try to put up a picture so you guys can actually understand how much of a zombie I looked like, and it would have been disgusting to post videos. Apparently my cat has slept on this overnight. So that was just an increase, so I go 1, 1, increase. So I'm hoping to be posting more videos soon because I'm back to my normal everyday gig. 1, 1, increase. And I'm hoping to actually do, I decided to post all of my Amigurumi patterns. So if you're familiar with my work on Ravelry, I have an entire line called Amigurumi, which is a play on the word of amigurumi. I'm cheesy, I know. So that's 1, 1, and then we do an increase. And I posted all of them for free because they're a simple enough pattern, and I'm tired of selling them. They're not really selling, so I posted them for free to see how things are gonna go. And I'm gonna do as many as I can on my YouTube channel, as well as later this week I'm hoping to post Totoro amigurumi. I might even do a suit sprite. I haven't decided yet. I love Miyazaki, and honestly, my partner and I are gonna be doing a Miyazaki, we're gonna watch all of them in the course of September, so I'm really excited about that. Also, I have a cold, so if I sound a little off, that's also been a thing that's inhibiting me from actually posting because I'm just around children all the time and just constantly getting sick. I'm all of the excuses. So that was my last one for round 3, and I'm going to take this and feed it through my 24th stitch, and here you go, 1 1 1 increase, 1 1 1 increase, and all the way around. The next round you go single crochet increase, so single crochet 4 increase, and then you single crochet 5 increase, and then you single crochet 6 increase, and that gets you to 42 stitches. You're going to keep going around and keep going around, and then you're just, once you get to the 42 stitches, you're going to single crochet around for 10 rounds. Then I'll show you how I do the little bottom right here, but it's pretty straightforward and it's pretty easy. So we're going to single crochet 3, increase, single crochet 3, increase. So 1, 2, 3, increase. So just put 2 in that stitch, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th stitch we increase. And you're going to keep doing that all the way to the beginning, and then you single crochet 4, increase on the 5th stitch, 5, increase on the 6th stitch, and so on and so forth until you get to 42 stitches. Right now we're working on our 30th stitch, so that would be single crochet 6, increase, and then you'll be done. So then you single crochet around for 10 rounds, just single crochet around it. And then I'll show you how to do the little bottom here. It's a really quick and easy slip stitch method that I'll show you how to do real quick once I get done with my increases and the rest of the body. So alright, be right back. So now that we've done our 10 rounds, we increased up to 42 stitches, increasing 6 stitches each round, and then you did your 10 rounds. You're going to want to close off your bottom. And the way that I do that is I take my crease here and I kind of line them up. And then I put my crochet hook in the very first stitch from this side and the very first stitch on the other side, and I slip stitch through both of them. I proceed to do the same thing with all of them that are lined up all the way down. So I'll go to this one next because this is where I am next, and then I go into this stitch through both, pull through, and slip stitch. I do that all the way down, slip stitching through all of them. And when I get to about here, I like to stuff really full, as plushed out as I can make them have a nice little fat belly. And then I work on the limbs, and I will show you how to do those in just a moment. Limbs and eyes have the same exact pattern. I just stuff the eyes. So I'll show you how to do the eyes / arms and legs in just a moment, as soon as I finish slip stitching across the entire thing and I stuff it. So in, and then I find the next one that hasn't been in yet, which is right there, and I do that all the way across, stuffing right around here. And I try to make sure my edges are all pushed in and everything with plush polyfill. Alright, be right back when that's done. So I've gone across almost all of it now, and I stuffed darn near all of it. And I've got a little bit of an empty space here, so I'm going to take a little eensy beensy, tiny bit of fluff and shove that in there. Try to make it all nice and even. I'm going to finish this off by going across. It's hard to do this with the camera being where it is. And I'm trying to also stuff it while not like making it so that it's all the way in. And then slip stitch, slip stitch. Oh no, that slip stitch was actually really loose. I'm gonna fix that. Slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch, and then there's only one stitch at the very end here, basically, with how I've done things. It's not really a thing that even exists. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into that. I like to go into like right above it, and then I'll slip stitch, chain one, then, if I can find my scissors anywhere, which I'm never able to find scissors, no matter how hard I try, except I just did, because I had them out from earlier. I'm going to take my tail, cut it, pull it through, and there you go. That, after I squish it around and play with it a little bit, sorry about that, there was a giant beetle that was just like flying on my ceiling and it was weirding me out. It sounded like a mouse. Anyway, so that is how you finish off the body. And don't worry about the seam because you end up attaching your legs on the bottom of it and it's pretty easy. Next up, we're going to, I like to actually cut off my tail that I pulled through from earlier as my thing. And then next up, we're going to take the same yarn and we're going to make all 6 of the same leg, arms, and eyes. So here's what I do is I make my magical ring. I chain my 2 to make the magical ring. I skip my first and go into I skip my second and go into my first chain, and I place 6 single crochet inside of it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Take my tail, I pull it nice and taut, and try not to pick up my tail while I'm also working on this. And then I place 2 single crochet in each of these here. So I'm going to get it up to 12 stitches. So 1, 2. So I do it. Next 3, 4. Next. So I'm on my 3rd stitch. And I go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here I've got that, and what I'm going to want to do after that is we're going to single crochet around for 3 rounds, 4 rounds, excuse me. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to single crochet around for our 4 rounds, and then we slip stitch off and we attach to here on the bottom. We sew it along the bottom rim here. Here we sew along the 4th round of our body, and then we stuff and attach to the very top with our eyes. So once you're done with that, I'll show you how to stuff these and make the eyes, but that's about it when it comes to making your frog and also attaching the face. So I'll show you how I do the face in just a moment, but that's pretty much how I do my arms, legs, and eyes. I make my magical ring, I put 6 single crochet inside of it, and then I increase, making that to 12, and then I single crochet around for 4 rounds. Right there. Super easy and super simple, and I'll see you when I have 6 of these done, and I'll show you how I do the eye stuffing, how I attach my buttons, and how I do the little stick out tongue with felt. So I'll be right back. So I finished my 6th one, so I've got them in batches of 2 basically. I'm going to go into my first stitch again on my 5th row, and then I'm going to just slip stitch off, chain 1, and then I one day cut off the tail because I've got really dull scissors. So here I pull through, I tighten it up, and then that's pretty much done. So I cut off my tails for all of them. I set them aside because these were all what I used for my just how I measured my rounds. You're gonna take your legs and you're gonna sew 2 along the bottom here and there, and then you're gonna take it along the 4th row here and you're gonna sew that there. And then for the eyes, you're going to take, I'm using safety eyeballs, so they're solid black eyes which have a backing to them, and what I do is I take the front and I shove this it's got like a screw, so you can like screw it in. And then I put it through the center. And then I take this, and it sometimes takes forever because, well, it takes forever to like get it firm. There it is. And then you push it in, and then you've got an eyeball right there. And then I take some polyfill, not a whole lot. I'm gonna take less than I thought right here, and then I just shove it in here. I like rolling it as I go. So that is a solid eyeball, which I'm then going to just sew along the top here and try to keep my eyeball centered. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm going to show you how to do the little tongue. I've got pink felt, which I just cut and then I round out, leaving one end straight, so I then make a little half circle around the straight edge, and that's pretty much all there is to the frog. Alright, be right back when that's all done. So once you get your face on, your little tongue right there, that's pretty much all there is to making the little Amigurumi frog. I finished off my other one. I think I actually like it in this like little shamrock color better than I like it in the darker color, and I don't know, that's pretty much all there is to making the little Amigurumi frog. Alright, I'm going to be posting all of my Amigurumis. Hopefully I'm going to do it like intermittently between like all of my Pokemon and my Totoro, and I'm going to be doing Sylveon, so that's the Pokemon that I'm going to be doing. I want to finish up all of the Eevee evolutions and get that done. Next up is going to be actually a really cute dinosaur that I made for Amigurumi, and if you guys have any like suggestions down below for what animals you'd like to see in the Amigurumi series, they're all going to be pretty much kind of shaped like this, just with different like highlights that will make it into the animal that it wants to be, and you know. So alright, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. There will be more Amigurumis. They're really cute and adorable, and I absolutely love the design, as simple as it is. Alright, until next time guys, bye!